Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. I had a late phone call when I wasn't expecting. Anyway, it's always nice to catch up with people. So this afternoon I'm doing things a little bit differently. I've been away and my head isn't really in the game, but I've been playing with, I'll just show you the set. And when I've had this set for a little while. It's called, what is it called? Not called that. Where is it? Oh, Autumn Tree. You can tell everything's cascading here. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, Australia, to introduce myself. And I'm playing with the Autumn Trees bundle. I didn't get anything else out of the set. I'll just show you the bits and pieces that I've been playing with. And I didn't even get time to check whether Thoughtful Journey paper was still in. But yeah, some of you may have it. So you get the stamp set. Took me a bit to work this one out. And you get the dies, obviously. But what I didn't know, I'll just grab a few things out and tell you what I didn't know. So, okay, so this die here, when I first thought, oh, well, I'll cut it out of Cajun Craze because Cajun Craze is one of the colours in the DSP. So when I did that, I didn't get the outline cut out. I had to use this one as well to cut out the outline, okay? So no big deal. Did that. And then I was like, well, how do I get a green tree? So, where's my green bit? Thought I had that here a minute ago. Got bits everywhere here. What have I done with it? Here. This is where you can cut. I watched a few videos and I saw someone had did the tree in the green as well, then cut away I forget what she did, I haven't done that. But you also get this piece here to layer onto your tree. Imagine that's green. So I didn't use any of that. I'm just going to pop that over there. So you get that. Every time you get a new set, it takes a bit of, and this is the die that cut these ones out. And what else have I got to show you? So let's go through what I've stamped out and how in my discovery tour. This is well, some of you will be able to tell me what sort of a deer that is. I thought it was a stag, but I'm not sure. Not a stag, elk. But I don't think that it is. I rather like that little deer. And you get this stamp that cuts that out. Now, someone said that if you use you can die cut it with this one. And cut that pretty little tree out as well. Or I did see someone's video that said if you stamp it and use this one, you could use this on its own as well with just some paper and cut that out. This is what you get. So I did that in Cajun Craze, and I did that in Mossy Meadow just to show you. I'm not using them either, so I'll put those over there too. And what else have we got? So those ones I've showed you. And you get all these little, well, that's that one stamped just in the Cajun Craze. That's it stamped in the green. You get a grass stamp, that's this one, this little one here. That stamps just like that. The rocks, that's that one there. It's not out of camera, it was a bit. And good afternoon to the people who are watching. Please say hello. Yeah, you get the grass stamp. That's the grass, and you get this one here. But I thought, now, I don't know, if I wanted the grass green and the rock brown, what do I do? So, here is what I did. Well, first up I did, and don't look at that one. I'm not happy with that one, or that one. Or that one, actually. Where's my other ones that I did? That's that one. Got another one of these somewhere too. So I used my markers, and I've coloured the grass. Can you see that? It's a bit hard to see, isn't it? I'll put it on top of there. You can't see from my thumbnail there. I've coloured the grass green and the rocks in Cajun Craze. And what I mean by that, those that don't know, we won't be able to do this much longer because we haven't got we won't have markers, and we won't have cling stamp sets. So what I did was I used my Stampin' Right markers. If there's any left on the clearance, you want to grab them. And I've coloured the rocks in with my Cajun Craze and Mossy Meadow. I've coloured the grass bits in Mossy Meadow, which I rather like that, but I still don't know whether I was going to ask you guys whether I should use those or not. So I think that's about it. And then I stamped the tree in Stays On Black, and then I coloured it in. I actually watercoloured it on thick cardstock so I could get the variation in the like I wanted the trunk brown and the leaves green, obviously. And then I looked at it and I thought, I wonder if I could use the detailed stamp, the detailed bundle type thing, to cut that out. So that is what I've done. And then there's actually a little texture stamp. This stamp here is to add texture to your leaves, which is what I've done there. So, and then I did, where is it? I lost that bit. Goodness, where is it? It'll be here somewhere. Oh no, here it is, here. Then I've watercoloured this piece. I did that after I'd cut it out, but I'm going to do it before I cut it out because it's a bit tricky. I watercoloured that piece in Mossy Meadow, and then I've used that little textured stamp in Garden Green. So I thought I would do that bit and show you, and I've already started colouring in my tree. So I thought I'd do this textured bit first to show you that, show you the process. So I've got a piece that I've cut to fit that. Then I'm going to watercolour that. Debated whether I wanted to use watercolour paper or not. And I thought, seeing as I used my pencils last time and then a water brush, my watercolour pencils and a water brush, but I'm going to actually just do a bit of watercolouring this time. I only had a little block last time I was there. I couldn't remember where I put them. You can use your e-inkers, but no, I don't know. I just guess I'm maybe lazy. I just like to do it this way. Make sure you can see that. Doing this one first so that it'll dry. I'm just using one of my old, you know, the old watercolour pens that we used to have. I just really want to add some colour. Basically all I want to do. Just going to make sure that's going to fit. I probably need to go right out to the edge or I'll miss a bit, won't I? Trying to think what I can do to make it. Well, I probably don't need to make it two-tone because we're going to do that stamping over the top when it's, well, not actually when it's dry. I wasn't going to do it when it's dry, but I think maybe I will wait till it's dry because I didn't wait till it was dry on my tree I started to do for you. And it sort of is just blended in. Now if I do this type of thing, that will give us a little bit more texture, I think. Of course we can use the heat tool, but I just thought I might just do this and squeeze that through to get that clean. Oh, that was the one I couldn't find the lid for. So we'll leave that to dry over here and I'll finish my tree. So for the branches, for the trunk, I used my watercolour pencils. We've got one in Early Espresso. I'm doing this tree in a different brown just to see what it looks like. So we've got options. We can either use this tree or the other one that I've already done, this one. We'll see which one looks best. Hello, Miss Sharon. How are you? I hope that you are well. I'm well, but as I was just saying, I've been away and I said to someone, if I never go away again, it'd be too soon. But I am going away for on stage in March. We've booked our, well, we don't even know if we can get in yet, but we booked our flights and our room, so can cancel our room, but we can't cancel our flights. So it's pretty exciting. We get to book in on Tuesday. We've got to be on the ball. Last year some people missed out, so if you'd like to join us at On Stage, you could sign up to my team. Now we also have on the 25th happening is, I wonder why I've got a big hole in that tree. Oh, that middle there hasn't stamped, so that probably will tell me which one we're going to use. Although it mightn't matter, didn't realise that, it might not matter after we've put our other piece over the top of it. You mightn't see it. Let's see, do you? Do you see it? No, see, I don't think you do, so we might be good. I might just do a bit of green underneath there. It's meant to have branches, I think. I think it is, I don't know. Yeah, what was I saying? I get sidetracked. Yeah, there's a Black Friday sale on the 25th, which is next Tuesday. And they've told us it's 40% off I think I need to write things down. I think it said blends, and certain things, everything's a different discount. Like it'll be, there's 40% off this, 20%, 30% off something else, and 10% off something else, and I can't remember them all. Sorry, you'll just have to log on to the website and see on the day. Clean that off. And when you watercolour with, that's why I did it with the pencil, just to explain, because you've got little tiny areas. When you watercolour, see, I can go over that where I've missed a bit of brown and fill that bit of brown in. It's an easy way to watercolour when you do it with your pencils. Just I'm just going to grab that brown one and put a little bit of early espresso one and put a little bit of brown down the bottom there. Is that it? Yep. Just going to do a little bit more brown down the bottom here, and I'll show you what I mean. Make sure you can see. When you're not using watercolour paper, you've just got to be careful not to go over it too many times though. Otherwise the paper balls. But this is why I'm using thick. Being thicker, I won't put that away until I'm really done. I'm barely using any water. Can you see that? And just blending that in to the background there. Still had a bit of green in it as well. I think we're done with them. I know where they are if we're not. And then it's not quite dry, so I'm going to lie. I wasn't going to do that till it was dry, but I think I will. Probably need that dry. Let's find our little stamp. Our little stamp. My croaky voice. It's not quite dry, but it's not too bad. Can you see that? Just makes it gives it a bit more texture. You've got to know when to stop though. Now I wonder if I should do it. Yeah, maybe I should wait till I die cut it, I think. And I'm thinking, can you die cut wet? I don't think you can. So I'll do that. Don't like using the heat tool because I forget to turn my volume back up. I'll turn that off and all yell at me if I forget to turn it back on. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to die cut this bit. Righty-ho. Try and extricate it. See, I've got a variation in colour by die cutting it. Bring this back and get these, and just do this first and just show you. Still a little bit damp. Ouch, I've got my finger. I thought that all came out when I used the brush, but no. So I like to do my die cutting beforehand so that I'm not holding you guys up by doing all these fussy little things. Don't want to, probably clinging a bit because it's wet too. It's not wet, but it's dampish still. They're out. Probably wouldn't matter if you left a couple in. Sometimes you see some people do, whether they forget or whether they just think it adds more texture, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, it was a nice weekend at Nagambie on the lake. Beautiful. Never been there before, so that was very nice. Now, do my little texture bit. If it sits down enough to do. Making sure you can see, but my laptop hasn't caught up with me yet. I really love this little thing. It's great. It just adds a little bit extra texture. So now we need to, I'm gonna clean this off before I put my hand in it. I'll get rid of that green too. So I don't need that anymore. My baby wipers dried out. Usually run these under the tap, but I don't have a sink in here, so just do this. Save a mess. Maybe. Put that dye away before I lose it. And let's cut our tree out now. Actually, I'll do, No, I'll do it all at once. Oh, and we do have these beautiful, this is probably the main reason that I bought this set actually. Oh, before I die cut that, I will grab, hopefully I'll remember where it is, my card I did for, I think it's here, for the challenge that I did for the stamping lounge, and I used those little deer. You can look at that. Take it out of the bag so I can see it without the glare. You can look at that while I cut out my, and that's these little deer here. I watercoloured them and the grass, and then I just used well, I didn't use a texture stamp. What did I do? I used a block. Yeah, I just put a little bit of early espresso on a block and just added it. So to die cut this, you would line this up like so, and line this up like this. I was going to show you what the difference was. Well, I suppose I could. I'll do them separately and I'll show you what it looks like just die cut, and I'll show you what it looks like with the middle cut out. So that's what it looks like with just a die cut. I could show you on there, but let's put this. So line this up here, and I'll die cut that again. Okay. So So that's what it looks like with the middle cut out. Then I think we can use this one. Let me look what that one looks like as compared to this one. Yeah, pretty much the same. So I'll put that one away. I think those little deer are really cute. And we'll get to assembling our card. I've got that for the inside, and you can tell me, this is a piece of DSP from the Thoughtful Journey paper. Grab my mat and my seal. There's lots of pieces in this paper that you could use, and we have other scenery paper. There's the autumny one that's in the main catalogue. That's still available if this one's not. I don't know that this one's not. It was last time I did it went on the last chance, I think, so a lot of you might have it. If you don't, and you live in Australia, or if you're one of my customers, I do have a full pack that I haven't opened yet. If it's gone, well, I probably won't be keeping that. So now, do we want the brown tree? Well, they're both brown. Do we want the early espresso tree? You see that? Well, it catches up. So I did do some bits and pieces. I think I only did a sentiment, did I? What did I do with it? What did you do with it? Here it is. We could do a black one, but I can't remember where that happy birthday came from. I'd have to hunt that down and put that across there, like that. I think either or. I think they're both nice. Hello, Miss Rhonda. You love it lots, Sharon. Well, I know what's going on your next order then, don't I? So now, do we love it lots? Do we love the early espresso tree? Or do we love the Cajun Craze tree? This one I actually did with my pencils, so we don't have Mossy Meadow. Well, not that I've found. We may do. We don't have Mossy Meadow pencils, I don't think. We might have, I don't know. But we do have Old Olive, so that's what I used on there. So which one do we like? I know which one I like. And while you're deciding, I'm going to pop my DSP onto my inside, because that's that piece of, I think, where did I get that from? That side, is it? I've just cut that down, so I think I want the this is a bit dangerous, putting the glue on first, but I'm going to risk it. I think I want more of the bottom. Didn't get much seal on the bottom, did I? Than I do on the top. So let's see how we go. You guys can tell me which tree we're going to use. And then I haven't finished exploring with this set. I'm going to do some more exploring. I just didn't get time, and like I said, when I've been away, I felt like I'd been hit over the head with a sledgehammer when I got home. I just don't need to be out of my own bed. I just don't need to go away. I'm such a homebody. It reinforces how I am a homebody every time I go away. I think, yes, get me home. Let's take that away. Yeah, you girls are after my own heart. I love the early espresso one too. Quite a simple card, but like I said, I want to explore more with this. Just got to make sure I position that. You guys don't want me to emboss that again, do you? Do we want a black or a black greeting? I would cut that down obviously, or do we want the Cajun greys? I think either work, but I'll let you tell me. And I think I want that down flat because I want to, or do I? No, maybe I don't, because I can do the little trick that we do to only, I think it just goes really nice with that paper. Oh, but I've got, goodness, I've got bits here that haven't come out. Not that anyone would notice. Just think perhaps, you know, if they're supposed to come out, because you can't see from that side. Once you've got colour on it, you can't see. And actually it's got a little, you know, a little piece there where you could push that out. I just discovered too. See, you've got to, you get something new, you've got to play with it a bit to see how everything works, don't you? So, like if you didn't have the dyes and you just wanted to have a little bit of texture there, you could. But you'd have to get the dyes to get the deer. Rhonda knows I wanted the deer from the word go, and I resisted, but then I didn't. I didn't resist, I just went for it. You want something, sometimes as soon as you see something, you know you want it, don't you? I don't know if I could put dimensionals behind there, you might see them. Let's see, we shall see. Can have one up the top. Going to try and avoid having them where you can see. Hopefully I'm in the camera. Probably not. Using all my whole ones. I'm just going to put one here and see if you can see it or not. No, you can't. Good. Now I need to cut them apart with my gluey scissors. I actually think I need some little ones to go either side. Oh no, that's all right. Thought it was going to be too big. All right. Just wondering whether I want him over to the side a bit to fit this in. Yeah, I'll go as far as I can over to the side, I think. Of course, it might stick if I took the backs off. That might be a good idea, mightn't it? So used to putting my sticky on the back. That's why I didn't want to open another pack, because I've got to remember to do that before I sit down to craft next time. So I'll put it over to the side as far as I can go. And did we decide occasion? Okay. That's what I thought too. Great minds think alike, they say, don't they? So, I only want dimensionals on this half of it, this part of it, not even a, it's more than a half. So we'll do that. Seen some people lately doing 2 lots. I don't do that. I just put glue on the other bit. Thought that was what everybody did. Seen a few people lately doing it the other way. There we go. And oh, I didn't check what sort of embellishments we have. I left it up to chance, didn't I? What have we got? I think I've got heaps of brownie ones, I think. What are these ones here I just spotted? They're hiding. Where'd they go? These ones. They're still hiding. Where are they? Must be around the other side. Gosh. Talk about elusive. Must be on the back of here. I can see them, but I can't get them. Oh, goodness me. Why can't I find them? Here. Oh, that's interesting. That's the back of that. I thought that was the green and brown ones I had. Would they work? They probably would. I don't know. I can't tell you what they are. Yeah, they'll work. There, that's probably the same colour. I was trying to work out which colour, but I think that's probably the same colour, isn't it? Not that you really need bling for guys. Oh, I don't suppose you have to give this card to a guy, though. It'd be fine for a lady who likes nature. I always put my big one down first, and then I'm stuck where to put my little one. One up there. Well, that was a pretty easy card, and I hope I've given you a bit of an overview. I'll try and get some time to do some more cards. I'll try and think of some different ways to use this set for next week. Okay, and I've got a piece of this left for my envelope, which I'm going to just do the same. I need a new blade in my trimmer. That's a bit scratchy there. And then we are all done. Envelope and all. You love trees. Yes, I love, you and I both love trees, don't we, Sharon? It is a beautiful card. And these are in the online exclusives. Just a heads up, maybe, I don't know anything for sure, but if I was directing Stampin' Up, I would be putting the the holiday catalogue, the last online exclusives, I would be putting them on sale on Friday because we're nearly done with Christmas, and these ones here aren't Christmas, they're autumn. So the US are probably done with autumn almost too. So I would be tipping that perhaps, oh, I forgot to put the, why didn't you tell me, guys? I forgot to put this on. We're not finished. I'm not quite sure how am I going to put that on though. Maybe just glue. Glue or glue dots. It's got holes in it, so maybe I'll do glue dots. Totally forgot that. Get on there. Anyway, it's a 2-minute job, so a bit hard to find a bit of this without any holes in it though. Might have to fold that one over to get it to go because we need it to cover most of the little leafy bits. Of course, you wouldn't need to add this if you didn't want to. It's just a bit of extra texture. I even made a rhyme, didn't I? Do you guys realise I hadn't put that on? I tell you, my brain isn't working. Too long away from card making. Too many days off. Jeez Louise. Because when I'm at home, hardly a day, or rarely does a day go by that I don't craft. Very rarely. It's taken more time than I thought it would take. Fold that one in half too. Probably the way to go would be this adhesive sheets with this. But then you'd have to pick all those little holes out. I don't fancy that either. I think I'd rather this. And something over here a bit. Stuck my finger to it. Okay. And a little part there. Just trying to get all the edges of it without tearing it. Might have been better to use glue sparingly. In hindsight, I was a bit worried it might seep through the holes though. That probably should be enough, I think, to adhere it. There we are, that's better. That's added a bit of extra texture with the extra leafy bit added on. Yeah, happy with that. Looks good. I do say so myself. Okay, so this time I'm going. Everyone's probably left thinking I was done. Okay, thanks everyone for watching me, and I will see you next week. hopefully the correct time. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.